So we have Remy Ma and Papoose, right? And if you know, they were like the couple for years. People used to always consider them goals, this, that, and third, like their representation of Black love. But over the years, like we've heard that transition, like of like apparently they're going through issues. There's a divorce. He's dating somebody else, and then he does come out dating somebody else, and then Remy Ma's dating somebody else. And so we're all like, what happened, right? And like I know Papoose in the past had mentioned that there was some cheating involved and things like that, but we never really like knew anything. But things have really gotten to like a head because now everybody's spilling their own tea, right? So you got Remy Ma spilling her tea on Instagram Live. You got Papoose spilling his tea on Instagram Live. So now I'm just like, oh my God. So we're going to give y'all a quick little breakdown on everything before I show you guys the clips, the lives, and everything like that. So the public fallout between Remy Ma and Papoose has escalated dramatically, with both parties airing accusations and grievances in a series of emotional Instagram lives and posts. So here's a summary of the drama. So Remy Ma went on an 80+ minute IG live to address her estranged husband Papoose and his girlfriend Boxer. If I butcher your name, I apologize. But Claressa Shields, echoing that Clarissa's statement that there's no ill will, and while she's still throwing shade at Pat, right? So Remy Ma claimed that their marriage ended in May of 2022, right? So alleging that there was verbal abuse and an incident where Pap had tried to break her car window. She accused him of mooching off of Shields and stalling their divorce. So Remy Ma also said that everything on her end was signed and ready, even offered to pay the divorce herself. In response, Papoose posted a screenshot proving that he filed for divorce that same day. So this all happened on Thursday, which was May 22nd. He filed that divorce on May 22nd, right?
I thought they were no longer together though.
You can still be separated if you're married.
Right, but what I'm saying is they hadn't actually started the paperwork of divorcing until
So
now.
she claims that she's been started the paperwork and he just never signed it. And now he's talking about after she put that out, he that same day filed for divorce.
The math not mathing, but
Maybe
continue.
somebody's lying. So he accused Remy Ma of cheating. Oh wait, no. So in response, Papoose posted the screenshot proving that he filed for divorce that same day, blaming that the delay on wanting to protect their daughter from public drama, right? So he accused Remy Ma of cheating multiple times since her release from prison, and claimed she has been trying to reconcile she was trying to reconcile with him just the day before. He said she kept him from seeing their daughter since last 2023. Since late 2023. Remy Ma fired back, denying that she ever wanted to get back with him, mocking him for being emotional and claiming him a bozo in her phone. She accused him of pawning her Cartier bracelet, exposing alleged messages, and threatening to involve his son in the drama. She also dismissed Pap's claim that he wrote a majority of her lyrics and called him out for bringing up her children. So, in essence, the breakup of Remy Ma and Papoose has turned into a messy, highly public feud involving infidelity claims, co-parenting disputes, ghostwriting allegations, and financial grievances fueled by dueling IG lives and social media drama. So, kind of what brought this all up is that Claressa had went on to the Breakfast Club, and the conversation had came up about Remy Ma and Papoose. And so we're gonna play that clip first before I show you guys Remy Ma.
You said there's some things he needs to handle. What do you mean by that?
Say it again.
You said earlier there's some things Pap need to handle.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's the elephant in the room. I don't have to say it.
I don't know.
In his personal life.
Oh,
yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Like,
yeah.
but that takes time, and like I said, that's not my place to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day, and when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day, and we're talking, and we're FaceTiming, and we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's a situation, and it is what it is.
I'm assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official. Does that hold you? Does that keep you from like giving your all?
No. No, because we're together all the time.
So the all is already given, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's it. We already talk. We talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids and family and stuff like that. But like, it's still, that still has to get taken care of. But like, you know, once again, it's not for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not married, you know? So, yeah, that'll get handled. But still at the same time, I've been like, I'm such a secure woman when it like comes to him, because he's proven it to me. Like, I was when somebody is just truthful with you from the beginning, but there is no secrets, it's just, hey, this is what it is, and do you accept or do you not accept? That's kind of what it was. And he's been truthful from the beginning, and we fell asleep on the phone for 3-4 months of us first getting together. So for us to fall asleep on a regular night and then to wake up to chaos in the morning was like, oh shit.
I would say that's how we found out, because y'all was on the damn phone.
But that had been going on for 3-4 months. And that wasn't just at night. We talked from sun up to sundown. Yeah. So that, like I said, that's what shocked me, because I was like, oh hell, what the heck? Because if we go to sleep on the phone for 4 months every night, and the phone is saying it's 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever hours on the phone, you don't think that one day you're gonna wake up to that, you know? So that's what threw me off. But hey, at the end of the day, look, women are women. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't have any ill will toward any women, and I don't have any ill will toward her. You know what
So
I'm
y'all
saying?
haven't spoke or nah?
Nah, I mean, she made her post and whatever, and that was about it. But like I said, women are women. They're very emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was just, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was emotions or I don't know what it was, because I don't know her and she don't know me. Yeah, she don't know me either. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know what that was, but like I said, it wasn't for me. That's why I just responded how I responded. We're gonna promote the movie. We're gonna promote the fight. Once again, I fight July 26th. Main event at Little Caesars Arena. Tickets on Ticketmaster. 19,000 people need to be there. Last fight I did 12,000. Let's go for 19 this one.
I just want to say before we get into it, Papoose, love him a strong woman, and I stand. Period.
So
because Remy Ma don't play, and neither does Claressa. He def got it tight.
So that was like the clip that kind of like, it was already a boiling pot, but this let the steam out, basically. So now, like I mentioned, Papoose and Remy Ma both went on Instagram Live and were just talking all they had to say. I only have the one of Remy Ma because Papoose, his was just like, he was like saying she cheated. We already knew that. And then he was saying that he wrote 90% of her raps. And she went into the shade room comments, was like, boy, stop lying, basically. So this is Remy Ma's Instagram Live.
I know what's going to go. Because as long as don't know what's going on, he gonna still sit up in here, walking through here, not paying, talking to me crazy, treating me crazy, doing this. He care about that image though. As soon as I did it, what he did, this is my new girlfriend. Oh my God, here we go. Come on, God. I was like, yes. He is a great support system. I'll never take that away from him. Don't nobody hold a purse or tie a shoe like a great support system. Very entitled, very needy, very I don't even, you know what? I don't even know who he is today. Let me rephrase that. Because the person that I married in 2008, that's not who this is now. Now he's a wife. Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll paper it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. I have the police footage, the cam. When everything went left 2 days before my daughter's 6th birthday, of him trying to kick my window in because I was in that car with his phone like this. Sending because I don't go, I'm not that go through his phones. You understand? My phone gets gone through all the time. Imagine remodeling your kitchen, spending about $150,000 by yourself, remodeling your kitchen. And the workers keep coming, you showing you little recording devices that was hidden everywhere. Like, what? What? I don't mess with people. I'm not going to be with anybody because of what they have. I like people because of how they treat me. Okay? And if I'm with somebody, they treat me great. Y'all don't know what a downgrade is. A downgrade. Why? Because somebody not on who y'all think. Because I know that's billionaires, and won't buy them a cup of soup. Okay, so be careful what a downgrade is. And even if the money, like you can only when people talk about how much money they got and how rich they are, and this, I just be laughing. You could only fool broke people to think that you got more money than what you have, because people who really got it be looking at you like.
Clock that T. I hate a man that always wants to flex how much money he got. I don't care how much money you got. It's cute. But if you think that you are going to sweep me off my feet with your money, oh, baby, this is not it. It works for some people. But as a society, we need to realize that money is not everything. And like Remy said, you could have somebody that could be a millionaire and wouldn't dare to buy you a haul when you sick. Please.
And so no, the part that killed me was like he's a great support system. If you need someone to hold your purse, like
he's a wife now.
Girl, someone's like, oh, he the wife. Dying. So my whole thing, right? So before we got into all this, I have mentioned like I have always been the type of person, I don't like to claim celebrities as relationship goals or like them being my outlook on love and stuff like that, because growing up, I feel like we have seen remyma and Papoose as like that type of Black love relationship that everybody, well, like most Black people say that they want to embody, right? And so to see this, I'm like, this is exactly why I don't like to put all my weight into couples that I don't know, because like I said, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, right? You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what agreements they have. You don't know what, like, public image is everything. And as long as you can maintain that public image, then the narrative around you guys will always stay the same. But the moment things start to downfall, it's like everybody's like, wait, was I like catfished? Like, what happened, right? So for me, seeing this happen and seeing how like they're going at each other and how basically like the image that we all had in our head, it was just all a facade, or it was probably true at one point and then there was a shift in the relationship. I just think it's like crazy to me to see that shift. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also think this shows why it's so important it's okay. Like people grow apart. That's natural. And we have to accept that. When people have been together for so long, especially when you start dating at a young age, let's say you were in your 20s, right? And now you in your 20 years later, you're 40, you guys have different dreams, aspirations, and you're just not seeing life the same way. It's okay to drift apart amicably. I think that's the right word that I'm looking for. But also, it is so important for you to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row before you go out and get into another relationship. If you know that you were not officially, and I get it, some people are, separated but still married, they're not living together. Okay, great and dandy. But when you are not officially divorced, things like this happen. Okay, it's cute that you want to continue your life and get into a new relationship as no, we're separated. Okay, great. But if you are officially married, there are still things on the table that unite you other than kids. Because of course, when you have kids, the relationship will always be there, right? The goal is to have at least a cordial relationship for you to be able to raise your kids together. But yeah, before you move on and want to move on with your life, make sure that your ducks are in a row. File that divorce, because what you just filed for divorce. I know Remy might saying, "Oh, I've been filed for divorce and I was waiting for you to sign the papers." But regardless which way it happened, I think maybe they thought that they would get back together, right? Or like this is just a fling. And it turned out that it was just not a fling.
I think, and so to echo your point about, like, if you guys are going to be over, right? I'm the type of person, I don't think I would want to date anybody who just got separated from their wife in any capacity. Because it's like, if the divorce is still not final, and I'm not saying that there's people who get divorced and get back together, right? But what I'm saying is, like, if y'all aren't actively taking that step, or you're not showing me as the girlfriend, I'm not seeing no movement on your end for this divorce, or you just feeding me sweet nothings, I'm gonna look at you sideways, because it's just like, do you want to move forward with me, or do you just want to move forward with me temporarily? You know what I mean? And I just think in this point with like Claressa, everybody's like in the comments talk about like the lights are on, but nobody's home. Because one of the things that Remy Ma had basically posted, she has said, like, if you just turned 30 and allegedly just met someone a month ago that is 47
months ago.
Oh, 8 months ago. Oops, sorry. Thank you, Shayla. 8 months ago, that is 47 years old, that I knew since you were 10 and was married to them since you were 13. And he has 4 biological children, one child age 28, the other one 29, another one 25, and another one 24, and will be 25, and a 6-year-old baby, and currently promising you a newborn, while finally agreeing to divorce 18 hours, 54 minutes, and 3 seconds ago. Please refrain from speaking, right? Personally. Personally, right?
He ate that up.
The 18 minutes, 54, the countdown took me out.
Well, that's exactly why I'm so confused, because I'm like, as your current girlfriend, what you mean you just submitted the divorce papers? If you've been dating years ago, why are you now putting that work in?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's confusing, because the motion not making sense. If you wanted the motion of a divorce, you would have did that a while ago, right? If you really felt like you've had something with me and you want to progress with me, I need you to leave the past behind. And I'm not talking about in terms of the children, I'm talking about in terms of the wife, right? I don't need nothing coming to me about, oh, well, that's still my husband, this, that, and the third, because now you opening me up to disrespect, right? And so then Claressa basically responded, and she said, Remy Ma, I'm gonna say what the F I want to. Yes, we're going to have a family. Yes, we're happy. Yes, you're still invited to the barbecues and the cookout, long as you have a good attitude. Leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worried about you. July 26th is our only focus. And ain't nobody scared of you either. Sign them divorce papers. Pap filed yesterday, miss. Girl, you echoing the point that he just filed them is giving okay, this is how I see it. I can only speak from how I see things. He is feeding you sweet nothings, and you are feeding into the delusion. To echo the point that he filed the papers yesterday, and you have been with this man for 8 however plus months, baby.
And it has been rocky since the start, with the little stabs and jabs on social media. And Claressa has a bright future ahead of her. She's super young, she's beautiful and talented, and I would hate for a man to get in the middle of what you got going on.
Right.
Because to be honest, I feel like she at the start of her career and he's at the end. So don't let him drag you down. Like, it is very infuriating. And I hope, because again, when people say love is blind, I do believe that that is the dangerous, toxic type of love. When you in that Kool-Aid, the love is blind Kool-Aid, you will do whatever. This is my man. I love him. He wants the best for me. And it is very hard to shake out of that. And I hope she has good people in her circle that can help her see the light at the end of the tunnel. But then at the end of the day, it takes you to be able to see that. I hope Papoose has good intentions with her, because she does seem like a really good person. And Remy Ma is just clocking the tea. Like, listen, I've been with this man for years. We have a lot of kids together, and you are very young. And I think when you are young, we're young, we are a little bit more naive. And
I just think, and I don't think it was included in the Remy Ma clip, but I just think when it comes to these type of situations, it's very tricky as well, because for me, I'm the type person, if I don't have a horse in that battle, I'm not going to speak on it, right? Like, I'm not going to put my 1 or 2 cents out to the public. I may talk to my man about it, but I'm not going to get on, like, and listen, they probably baited her into responding about that, but you could have said, kept it at, he just needs to handle the stuff going on in his private life, and kept it at that. When Charlemagne tried to sit there and say, what are you talking about? Just be like, listen, we all, like, we know what we're talking about. Once he settles that, me and him can progress on, and kept it at that. You didn't need to go on for 2 minutes to explain nothing, because one, that's not your situation. That's a situation where you have with you and your man. But you don't need to bring that to the public, right? Because now the stuff that's going on behind closed doors, there's stuff that Remy Ma was exposing. I was like, I ain't know none of this.
Yeah. And to also go to the point of like the age difference, again, age difference, some people are for it, some people are against it, whatever. Claressa Shields is 30 years old. Papoose is 47 years old. So that's a 17-year age gap. And keep in mind, Claressa saying, I want kids, I want a whole family. And Papoose already got kids. Not saying that you can't have more kids. You know, one thing about men, the way life works, men can have kids when they're 60, 80, and 90, and women can't. So to go back to the like original point that I was making, I think in a relationship, it is very important to understand what you want out of life, what stage in life you are in. And I feel like Claressa right now is in, like, you know, her career bag. She does want to have a family. So she's in the start of her life journey. Mm-hmm. And Papoose is not in that journey. Like, I'm not saying you can't restart your life at 47. You most definitely can. But when you already have all of this baggage, it's going to make it very, very hard, especially when you're a public figure. Like, I'm here not worried, but my focus should be just promoting my fight. But now your past life is the drama that is front and center. Like, I'm here trying to promote my fight. I'm not trying to talk about my man's wife and his kids.
But honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think, like, unless you are like one of those people who are into like the whole boxing sport and stuff like that, yeah. To be honest, if it wasn't for this Papoose and Remy Ma drama, I wouldn't know who Claressa is, right? So I think at the same time, this drama kind of benefits things to make people look at her more and to like basically engage. And I'm not saying that's the way to go, but
I mean, it might give her likes and social media clicks, but I think she is very well known within her industry.
I'm saying to the people who do like, who are into like, you know, the whole sports genre and stuff. I said genre, the whole sports of boxing and stuff like that. Then they know, like, okay, she's cool. She does this, she does that. But personally, me, I have never seen a fight of hers unless it was posted on the Shade Room. And that was just because Papoose happened to be there as well. Right. Mm-hmm. So like, I honestly, if you're for her, you're for her. Obviously, let us know in the comments below how you feel about the situation. If you have dated somebody who has been separated from their significant other, what has the experience been like for y'all? I can't say that I've ever dated somebody who separated from their wife or anything like that. I don't think I would want to. Yeah. Also, let us know if you feel like Claressa even has a right to speak at all in the situation, right? So...
the last point I want to make here is that let me not speak for Rebecca. I do hope that Papoose and Remy Ma officially end it and they both go their separate ways. And, you know, whether that's Papoose staying with Claressa and Remy Ma with her, whatever she got going on. When we bring things to social media, it never ends well. It never ends well because it also opens up the door for people like us to talk about it, because once you bring it to the internet, is everybody's business. So we just want it to end in a cordial manner.